What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the sniper. It's your boy, aka the Brown Amica Wolf. What's going on, y'all? It is 3 minutes after 9, and we in the house today, y'all. We are in the house today. I have there's some funny stuff to talk about today. Um, I'm wait to some people. Who we got going on? Let me salute the chat. Let me salute the chat. We look like we got Ren Rock. What's going on, Bubba? Still doing good things, bro. You still doing good things. Miss Media's in the house. And I hope you had a good trip. You've been gone forever. And we have my manager, as always, Miss You New. But I hope everybody's been having a good time. I had to step down for a little bit, y'all, just to get my mind right, get the work right, and been working some crazy hours. Uh, so first and foremost, let me tell y'all something. It's hell having an empty nest. It is some hell to have an empty nest. My daughter has went on and got her little career started. I'm very proud of her. She's in the medical field right now, just doing some secretarial work, but she's doing an amazing job, y'all. That is see my baby grow. Hey, you knew. Um, my younger two are in school. My oldest is doing his thing in North Kakalaki, just handling business, and everything is everything. It's just hell. The only thing I have is those two wolves upstairs. That is, as you could tell, you can probably hear them right now. They're trying to get out. Um, but, um, but yeah, I just had to take some time off, um, get it right in my head, and now it's time to put some content out. So, with that said, I hope y'all buckle down. It's gonna be a crazy one. So, on YouTube earlier today, and I saw a video about, and we're going to use different names. I don't know the real people's real names, but I'm going to use different names. So, a young lady called into a radio show, and we're going to call her Chloe. Okay, we're going to call her Chloe. Call into the radio show, and she was like, "Yeah, I went on a date with this guy, and we're going to call this guy, uh, let's call him Robert." I don't know. I always call, when I make up names, call the dudes Robert. But anyways, I went on this date with this guy named Robert, and it was a real good date. Took me out to a nice dinner, blah 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 blah. And I thought everything was going good. I would like to see him again, but he's ghosted me for the last 2 weeks. The guy was like, "Man, y'all had a good dinner?" He's like, "Yeah, we talked and shared some life experiences and blah blah blah, and everything was good." That I thought, and I want to know why he ghosted me, or is he just playing hard to get? So this particular uh, host of the radio show called the dude up and said, "Hey, Robert, what's going on? Um, I got a call from a girl named Chloe that said y'all had a wonderful date and you ghosted her." He said, "Oh man, it was wonderful until the end." And the dude was like, "What you mean towards the end?" He said, "Well, listen, we talked, we did share some life experience, and we did, you know, had a great time. I got to go to the bathroom and came back and got the check, and it was doubled what I expected to be." So the dude walked over to the server and was like, "Hey, you know, why is my bill doubled? He goes, well, your date ordered 3 extra meals and three appetizers to go. He was like, what? So this chick, without even asking,
What?
without even asking, or wait until he came back from the bathroom, already put the meal, put 3 meals and 3 appetizers on the bill. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So, off that reaction right there, I want to see what y'all reaction to that is. What up, Armando? I want to see what y'all reaction to that is. I would see if you go on a date and it's not your wife, you're on a date, and you walk off a little, got to take an important phone call, or you go to the bathroom and you come back and you see that your bill is double because your date decided to add meals, add more to the bill. And you already know what she did. We're going to talk about that in a few.
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. She called the radio station and said the man ghosted her. But the reason why he ghosted her is because she added more. And the dude was like, man, listen.
Why?
Well, we know why. Okay, so either you stay your black butt up on this thing. Don't be going in and out like that. We could discuss it. But I want to hear the reaction for the first part of this. What is your reaction to this woman adding the what's up, Phoenix Rising? Adding money or adding meals to the date after while the dude was away. What y'all think about that? I know it's crazy. I know what half of y'all gonna say. I damn near know what Armando gonna say. You know what I'm saying? So my first reaction was, or my first thoughts were, listen, I don't, I would ask questions first, like, hey man, what the hell was going on? You just adding food to it? And y'all know why. You know why or who the food was for. Right?
Not her husband or her boyfriend.
No.
Please don't say that.
Food was for her kids. The food was for her kids.
How many kids?
3. Well, 3 meals.
So she got 3 extra meals.
So look, okay, so break it down to you even more. They already had their meal. The Chloe and Robert already had their meal.
Right.
Okay. He got up and went to the bathroom and came back, and she had ordered 3 meals and 3 appetizers.
Oh my God. How old is her kids that they have to have appetizers?
And they didn't put that over the radio.
Oh wow.
I would have been heated.
Yeah.
I would have been heated. You knew, I'm telling you right now.
Oh my God.
I would have been heated. So
I gotta change my avatar for this one.
So
she needs to be arrested for that. That's
man.
what she just did.
Oh man, bro!
Wow, that's crazy.
Go.
Oh my God,
bro. So the dude was like, so she was like, why would you? The radio host was like, why would you do that? And hey, go ahead and drop the link for Armando.
Drop it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it in the link. I mean, in the chat, or do I'm gonna send it?
Send it to the chat. I don't want. We'll. Just send it to the chat group.
Okay.
So anyway, she was like, why would you do that? Well, he's like, well, I told him that I had 3 kids at the house, and I thought that he would, he'd be okay with it. Right? So the dude was like, you know what? I paid for it, but you know what we should have did? If you thought that way, then you could have asked me at the beginning. We could have brought the kids to the date too. You know what I'm saying? We could have brought the kids. I'm already paying for it.
Should have just brought them with you.
Yeah. So so the radio host said, "So wait, hold on. So you just automatically expected this dude? Well, he asked me out on a date, and you accepted the date. So what made you think that you could just order food on the top of a bill without saying, hey, I got the kids at the house. I got the kids at the house. If we can we stop and get something, or for them when on my way home? And you know what, the dude was real nice. He said, man, listen, I already know you had to pay for a babysitter, right? But at the end of the day, you should have came to me not when I'm in the bathroom and then slide out up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, these people.
It is crazy. What y'all think, man? What y'all got?
I would have sent her a bill. Send her a bill. That's what I would do. Send her a bill. Because if she gonna sit there, I mean, she could have asked first. She just assumed he was just gonna go ahead and pay for it. That's wrong.
That's crazy wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that if somebody asked me. Don't just bill me for things and I don't even know about it. Like, you just put me in a spot to make me look crazy right now. That's I mean, I would be happy to do that. It's for your kids. Just explain that to me. I'm okay with that.
No,
but don't freaking just do it.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know what would have happened in that situation with me? Hey, go ahead and return all that, bro. Or unless you're gonna pay for it, go ahead and return all that. If you need to stop and get some, we're gonna stop at McDonald's. We'll stop at Burger King. Hell, if it's not Sunday, and it's not past 10 o'clock, we'll stop at Chick-fil-A. Make it a little bit better. But damn, you just can't just throw that on somebody.
No, you can't. That's
Biggest
not right.
Riser said this is why some men exclude dating single mothers. Yeah, I can see how that is. How men would just like, you know what, damn it, I'm just dating women without babies.
Well, you don't know they have babies or not if they don't tell you.
Hey, listen, in my interview process, that's like the 5th question on a thing before we do anything. The first phone call, I'm asking certain questions. Do I have to worry about any baby daddy drama? See, that asks 2 questions. That's 2 questions at once right there.
Yeah, because then she'll say yes or no. Either it's a yes or no, but regardless, it's still all she has to say is I don't have kids if she doesn't have kids. So yes, definitely.
See? 2 questions right there.
Yes.
I went ahead and got that out the way. Do you hey, listen, and it's not for anything. Do you have a job? Where you work at? Can I, if things go right, can I come see you at your job? Drop some flowers off, do some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Some people, they have their secret lives and don't want people to come. Hey, but anyways,
this is a crazy story. I'll tell you that much.
But you know what? When I heard it, I said, "Oh yes, I got to go live. I got to go live on this one."
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want to see what my people reaction would be. Give me one moment. Yeah, hold on one second, y'all. My work.
One moment. Let me see what we could do for y'all while y'all wait till he gets back. Give him a second. Okay, never mind. We didn't have to put a commercial up because we got Armando in the house. Armando.
Salute, sis. What's going on? You knew what's going on, Sniper. What's going on?
What's up?
All right. Sniper.
That's a crazy case. Go
All
ahead.
right, now explain this to me again. Now, okay, now you're saying for a fact that she did it for the kids.
Okay, so he had to take a phone call. So yes, basically they had dinner, they pay, it was time to pay for it, and did not realize that she ordered 3 more meals and 3 appetizers for her kids.
For kids. Okay. Like I said in the
Right.
chat, I can't even accept that as an excuse. Okay. All
Right.
she would have had to do was be honest. If it was me, okay,
Yes.
all right, we have a date schedule. All right. Because when I was single, I've dated females that had kids, multiple kids and stuff like that. So
Right.
she could have just been honest with the brother and been like, look, I'm kind of short for cash. Whatever paycheck, what I'm saying, week in the hole. I know we all know how it is. Week in the hole, I'm in between pay weeks, and
Right.
the refrigerator is kind of empty, kind of low food. We kind of low on food. If you don't mind, can you float me something until payday or something like that, or till
Mhm.
next month? And I'm quite sure the brother wouldn't have mind going to the grocery store and
Mhm.
getting some groceries for the kids,
Mhm.
because people have a heart, what I'm saying? And most
Right.
people, when it comes to children, they are compassionate, they have a heart. So I'm quite sure the brother wouldn't have had a problem going to the grocery store and getting some groceries for the
Hold
kids.
up.
And
Hold,
then
hold up.
took the young lady out on a date. I'm saying I didn't say all. I said like some wouldn't have mind doing that. I
Right.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have minded, because even if she wouldn't have paid me back, Sniper, I look at it like it's a blessing. I look at it as a blessing. So sometimes it's no harm in doing a good deed for someone without expecting anything in return.
Okay. Oh, wait, listen. I hear what you're saying, brother. In the words of Big Brother Armando, it sounds good. It sounds good.
I knew that was coming.
But real MFM life, you going on a date with this girl for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and she comes straight out and be like, "Hey, I'm short this week." Well, first of all, we just met. This is your first time meeting her,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna go ahead and be like, "Listen, I need some food for my kids before we go out." Bruh.
Okay, now,
Bruh.
how are they going out on a date? Is this a blind date?
No,
Because they would have had to have met or had some exchange, a phone number exchange or something before they went out on the date. So is this
that probably had the way it was described. I think it was one of those. They met on an app, and then they went. Had a phone conversation or was texting on the app, and then finally went on a date. Right.
That's what it sounded like to me, and it sounded like he didn't vet anybody, if you know what I mean. He didn't vet her enough to get information off of it.
Yeah, he didn't ask the qualifying questions before he left. He probably had, probably didn't. We don't know that part, but
allegedly,
no, allegedly nothing. She did add food to the damn bill. Okay.
Okay, she was definitely in the wrong for that. I
will. Yes,
she was in the wrong for that. That's right.
She added it to the bill. Yes, that's messed up.
And then she turned around and said, and I'm telling you, y'all, I listened to this video multiple times just to make sure I heard her say, because the radio host had both of them on the phone. She called in to the radio show and said, "Why this dude ghost me?" She didn't tell him at the beginning of the story that she added 3 meals and 3 appetizers to the doggone to the bill at first. So the dude questioned and said, "Hey, my man, why you ghost her? You know what I'm saying? He said, man, I had a good time until I got that bill. It was more than what I expected it to be. And then when he asked the server, hey, you know, this bill is supposed to be, you know, $75, and it turns out to be $150, give or take a few. What's going on with this bill? I mean, what happened? And he turned around while he was in the bathroom. She ordered the 3 meals and 3 appetizers.
Wow.
Well, look, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm old school, and I tell brothers this all the time. I mean, you know, we had this discussion in the barbershop a couple of weeks ago. All right.
What barbershop you went to, Ballhead?
I do have to get a line up. I do have to get my beard and stuff lined up.
Okay,
so
okay,
go
okay.
to the barbershop. Remember? Okay.
Hey, I told you until I come to the barbershop.
And sometimes I go get a straight razor shave at the barbershop.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
I don't put no straight razor on my head anymore myself, because I had an accident.
Oh man, you didn't cut myself. You don't try to cut your cerebellum out.
Yeah.
But I told you, every time I see you, until I go at your house eating some barbecue, you never know what's going to come out my mouth. I'm holding you to it.
Bro, even after that fact, you'll never know what come out your mouth. But look, let me say this, man. This goes back to what I tell brothers all the time. Okay, I'm a traditionalist. I'm old school, man. All of that meeting women online, you know, you got to be careful, because you never know what you're getting. You never know what kind of characters you're getting. You setting yourself up. You know, you're setting yourself up. Now, sometimes some guys strike gold and they'll meet a beautiful queen online. Some guys get lucky like that. But for the most part, most guys I know, man, they end up meeting fools online. You know, crazy women online, gold diggers. You know. So.
Let me tell you. Yeah. And this could be the second part of my show, and I'm glad you brought that up. And we're going to talk about that, the meeting online and trying to meet somebody in person. I think we talked about it a little bit before, but we'll dig down deep into it. But back to this story.
I still say the number one spot to meet a woman, and I'm surprised you ain't even threw this out there. The best place to meet a woman is church, because there are a lot of most churches, especially our churches in our community, the black churches. You got more, the women outnumber the men like 3 to 1. You know, because men ain't hardly gonna get up on Sunday mornings, go to church. A lot of them women, they're single. They have good jobs. They have their own money. They have their own homes. So they're not looking for a man to take care of them, anything like that. Most of the women, you know, they just want a good man that's gonna treat them right.
I'm glad
so
you
I
said
don't understand
most.
why.
I'm glad you said most. I'm glad you said most.
Well, it's some freakazoids. It's some freakazoids in the church, but I would take my chances. I would take my chances going to one of those church events or one of those church outings where they'll have a meet and greet of single women and men at the church versus getting online, because you don't know what kind of cycles you meeting online, bro. A lot of these women that are online. Go ahead.
What about women that have health issues in the church and they praying for the Lord to give them back their sanity?
D Truth is in the house.
Well, at least they're acknowledging that, versus these women that you meet online that are crazy, they're bat crazy, they're disgruntled, they've been hurt, and ain't no telling what they've been through. You have a lot of broken women online. And they come online looking for love in all the wrong places.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know, come online and they'll fall in love.
Armando,
don't even know nothing about you. Go ahead.
Yeah, hold that thought. We'll get into that in a few minutes.
Are you calling me D Truth? Because I don't see D Truth in the house.
You were moving the goalposts.
You did move the goalposts. You talk about health issues, but hold that thought.
You went all out left field.
I cannot with
So
John.
her statement, we're going back. So we got Chloe and Robert. And for those who just joined us, I just brought something to the table. Chloe and Robert go on a date. They had a good time. They talked. They got to know each other a little bit. And Robert skips off to the bathroom. You had to use the restroom real quick, comes back and notice that his bill is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
Because he asked the server what happened. And the server said, well, while you was away, your date added 3 meals and the 3 appetizers to the bill to go.
Mm-hmm.
So when the radio host started questioning, said, why would you do something like that? And he said, well, I assumed that it would be okay for me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So then he said, well, he invited me on a date. So, I mean, I didn't think it would be a problem. Why do
I already gave you my opinion, bro. When you said they met online, that right there kind of like killed the entire. I mean, bro, when you meet somebody online and you go out,
but we're alleging that they met online.
Okay, but how you're telling the story is like this is their first time. Like, okay, so if she's asking him or doing it that way, she must felt comfortable enough to do that. So that's what I'm saying. They have had to have had some type of encounter like before this date. The only way that their first interaction is if they met online or if it's a blind date.
Or the heifer was just being damn sneaky.
I mean,
come on, bro.
Ain't too many women finna no. Ain't too many women finna do that on the first date or the first time that they've ever met you. The only ones that would be bold enough the only way I could see that happening is if you met a fool online. You met a fool online and agreed to take her out and she just got you. Because you got a lot of scammers and all kinds of idiots online. That's why if I was a single brother, I would not, even the thought of even trying to meet a female online. That wouldn't even cross them. I couldn't go that route. You don't know what you get.
What you women out there? I think I got a few on here. Miss Media, Phoenix Rising.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the question?
What would make a woman think after hearing what Armando said? Put that in consideration also. But what would make a woman think that they can just add food to the bill?
Like Phoenix said, the audacity. I mean, the only thing I could think of is that she does this to other people and she's used to it. Because me, I'm not gonna just add things. I'm not even gonna ask. I literally would not. I would have to take care of my own kids and feed them whatever it is that's at the house, because I'm not gonna go and have somebody pay for something. I would not. I don't have the balls to ask anybody for anything. I have too much pride to ask anybody for anything. So I don't know what caused her to do what she did, but it's definitely not the right way of doing it. She should have asked if she's able to ask. I'm just saying, because her just throwing that on there on the bill, that was way wrong. That was way left. So that part. Anybody in the chat? Anything else to add to that? Uh-oh. Mondo fell off. He went kaboom.
Yeah, he had to handle some business real quick.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So would one of you women out there do that? Would you go out there and then say, well, he took me on a date. I thought it was okay. What if this happened right here? And what if he budgeted just enough to take her on a date? Or he budgeted enough to take her on a date, take her someplace afterwards. Now he don't have enough money to go any place afterwards because he just spent a whole bunch of money on that.
That was an assumption on her end, if that he had money, unless she knew he had money. Like, okay, let's just say where they met. You said they met online, right? Social media. He told her, maybe he was boasting himself, saying, oh yeah, I got money and all. This is what I do for work, and this, to make her think that he got it going on with the money situation, right? So then she just said, oh, he got money? He got money? Let me go ahead and add a little something on there for my babies too. I'm just saying. And that's the only thing I could think of is the way she was thinking is that her mentality, she was thinking wrong, of course, but her thought into what he said, she read that he had money. Now, how do we know he had money? How do we know as far as like, did he tell her the truth? Did he lie and say he had something going on and he ain't got nothing going on? That's his bad. If he told her he got money and she started adding stuff to the bill, I'm just saying that's his bad. But if he didn't tell her that and she just assumed that he had money, then that's totally all on her. Yeah, because if he had money, he ain't gonna care. He don't care. He'll give it to somebody on the street. He'll order food for them on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he finds somebody homeless, he's gonna go buy them food. But that woman there, either the audacity of her to think that he had the money, or he told her he had the money. Just saying. She assumed.
I'm going to say it like this right here. She tried to pull a fast one. She tried to pull a fast one over this dude. And you know what?
Yes, Phoenix.
What?
No, I was agreeing with Phoenix. She said whether he has money or not, it ain't hers. Period. Go ahead. Don't touch what don't belong to you.
So,
I like Phoenix.
Regardless if he had money or not, she tried to pull a smooth one.
Yeah, she did.
She pulled the smooth one over tried to pull a smooth one, and if that dude didn't look, it all depends. And they didn't say where they went. So that's what the next question, because you can go to not Ruby Tuesdays. You go to doggone TGI Fridays and get 2 for $25, and then you put another one, add 3 meals on it. That's $7,500 right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She thought that it would be okay, and she seriously thought it was okay to do that.
Nope. Like Phoenix said, the audacity of her to think that she could just add food on there on that bill, that was way, way wrong. It's not her money. Like Phoenix said, it's not her money. How's she gonna just add to the bill? Like, that's BS. No, you gotta ask. You can't just do stuff. I mean, if you have the gall to just do that, I know she could have asked. She don't have enough pride to not ask. See, I have pride. I don't ask anybody for anything. I'll struggle before I do, ask anybody for anything. Now, my husband, that's a different story. But as far as like anybody out of my husband, I would not. I would have too much pride. But a woman out there that's able to just go add stuff to a bill, she ain't got no pride. She just straight, oh my God, I ain't gonna say the word. She's a tool.
Yo, at the end of the day, somebody getting jacked up. I'm sorry. Somebody is getting jacked up.
Somebody gonna go wash dishes.
So So are y'all in agreement why that he should have ghosted her after that happened?
Yeah, because he doesn't know what's coming next. He doesn't know what's coming next. He is not trying for it. He's not. He doesn't know what's coming up next. I promise you, that's what it is. That was wrong what she did, and then just to say, oh well, maybe she's not gonna be like, nah. She gonna do something. Something else is gonna come up sooner or later. So it's better that he ducks and dodges. Yeah, he did a good job. I agree with
Hey,
that.
look, and now if I was back in my old days, Phoenix, don't have nothing in your mouth, Phoenix, when I say this. But speaking about mouth,
Oh Lord.
if that had to be me 10 years ago, and I did end up, and he did end up paying for the bill, it was already ordered. That ride home would have been awfully silent. Well, it wouldn't have been that silent. There would have been some goggling going on. Hey,
I can't stand you right now. I know. I already know you're coming with it.
Because here's the deal: you assume, so you don't have to pay for that. That's extra. One way or another, and you act like a gold digger, so you're gonna get treated like a gold digger. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, yes. Hey, listen, had to put that seat back just a couple of clicks back.
I cannot with you.
Roll the windows up and say, hey, you know what time it is. I paid for your 10 years ago. Yes, it would have. Oh yeah, you want the food for your kids? I got you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the trip home is going to be a little different. I'm just saying.
I cannot with you right now.
Should she have said? Should she had asked to ask for her for them to stop someplace on to get some food for her kids?
I mean, instead of doing what she did, I would understand. That would be a good idea for her to ask. Yeah, like, hey, do you mind us grabbing a couple of burgers from McDonald's or getting something for the kids on the way? I would appreciate it. And then, either she'll pay for it or she'll ask him to pay for it. I'm just saying, I just don't get why she just assumed that he would just go ahead and, that she could go ahead and add this to the bill without asking or saying anything. That's just way wrong. That could have actually went way left if you think about it. You got some men that would have gotten pissed and would have been like, B, you didn't ask me, or go off on them. I'm just saying, there's men out there that'll do that.
Oh yeah.
So she's lucky she didn't.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because again, you're playing with somebody else's pockets.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that man works hard for his money, and for you to do something like that, to do something like that, you're asking for it. You're asking for a man to disrespect you because you blatantly disrespected him.
Yep.
Y'all hit the like button for me. You disrespected that dude, thinking that it was okay for him to put money, to take money out of his pockets to feed your kids.
That's true too. That's true. That's true.
So why what is the point of trying to get a reaction out of a dude?
Just to see what he would do if the kids came up out of nowhere. Because think about it. If he knew she had kids, she wouldn't have had to sneak that in there. She could have easily said, hey, I got kids. Can we grab them something to eat as well? She could have did that. But no, he didn't know she had kids. Think about it. He did not know she had kids.
Well, hey, let's do it like this right here. Let's go with what Armando was saying earlier. What if she did know what if he knew she had kids?
Well, wouldn't the proper thing to be is, hey, would you like us to grab something for the kids just to show her that he's that kind of guy? I mean, I would think.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna be keep it a buck with you. Okay, so I have young kids. I'm going on a date. Don't you think I'm gonna square my kids away before I leave?
You would think, yes. You would think, yeah. Definitely.
And by the time I get home off my date, where should my kids be? Sleeping.
Yep. Knocked out.
All right, so here's the second question I got for you. So, hey, that was my funny story for today. I got another one. We're gonna come up in a few minutes. Wait for Armando to get back also. But I need some more reactions. So, when you're dating someone, if you're going on a date with someone, and it's like the second, third date, and you have it's the second or third date, should the dude pay for the babysitter?
Second or third date. So third date, second or third date, see if he would pay for the babysitter, if he should pay for the babysitter. Why would he be paying for the babysitter? It's not his child. It's not his kids. I mean, they're not even in that in deep yet. That's just at the beginning. Yeah, I would say no, like she's saying no, because they're just at the beginning. Third date? Yeah, no. They would have to be together for a few months before he starts to pay for things like that, because those are her kids. She should be able to pay for her own date, her own children getting taken care of if she wants to go out. So no. If
he offers to pay for the babysitter, would you allow him to do it? Because I heard this before too.
No. It's too soon. I don't want to have to owe you nothing, so it's too soon. Definitely too soon. Do y'all agree with that? Too soon. Yep. Phoenix said nope. Just like I'm saying nope. Too soon. They haven't been together yet. They haven't even now if it comes to a point where they've already started dating to the point where the kids are included, then they say something, let's go out. I'll take care of the babysitter. Let's go out. I'm going to take care of the babysitter. That's months later, like a few months later.
Okay.
A few months later. Yeah. I'd give it at least three months before he starts paying for a babysitter, and me allow them to pay for a babysitter. Now, if it's a surprise, it's up to, that's also up to the guy if it's a surprise, but it has to be at least 3 months or more.
So you're saying 3 months or more?
Yep. Months or more. Yep.
Huh. Only babysitters I pay for is the ones that I for my children.
Yeah, because they're your children. Of course you're gonna pay the babysitter. But like I said, months later, 3 months or more later, when you guys are getting to a serious relationship situation, not where he or she is going to be like flyby, I guess you could say, right? It's not a flyby situation. It's a serious relationship, and they're, okay with you having kids, and they getting, close. Not saying stepdaddy moment yet, but getting, thinking about it, that type of thing. Then that's when it's okay to pay for a babysitter, as far as if he wants to. I wouldn't ask them, no. Because if I have to ask you, then you're not you don't want to do it anyway, if I have to ask you. So it's better that they ask.
Second question. When should oh, here you go. On the first date. On the first date, should the man ask pay the whole bill, or should they go Dutch?
After how long?
I said the first date.
First date?
Yeah.
Dutch is a safer way of not having to owe anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? If you pay for yours and they pay for theirs, nobody owes anybody anything. So I'm okay with Dutch.
And you say that like because most men assume
yes
that they're going to get some?
That's what they assume, yes.
Huh. All right. So D True says there's not too many men looking for single mothers. Why not? Please put your comment in the
chat.
In the chat. Why
Mm-hmm.
not? Because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to keep it a buck with you there, D True. If you meet someone and you fall for them, and I know who you are, D True. You got a lot of your standards are like up in Jesus' closet. I think men don't have a problem dating single mothers. I think it's the age thing is what scares most men. See, myself, I wouldn't mind dating a single mother. Okay. Yeah, I see you, Dietrich. I see you. I think that again, it's the age of it all. I think women, some women who are single mothers, they do things wrong. Or some women do force their kids on a man when they're dating. But I wouldn't say most men, because again, let's keep it 100. My father, and he's my father, met my mother, and I was 5-6 years old. And he made it clear, kids are not baggage. They're not something you technically, and I'm doing the rabbit ears, something you play with. You don't know what that woman's been through. And you don't know if you cut it off and say, I only date single women, we're gonna do pros and cons when it comes to this dating a real woman or a woman with kids and a woman without kids. And I think we could do that in the next segment. And I'll bring you up for it. But when I bring you up, we're not doing this what if bull crap, okay? I'm telling you that off the rip. I will drop you like a hot cake. Okay? We're going to be reasonable about this. But you don't know if you cut that woman off because she has kids. Like Amando said before, some women out there, they got a place for their kids. Their kids are well fed, they're well dressed, they're well behaved. They go to school, they do the best they can. They got some, and they're doing the best they can, and they're working a lot to make sure their kids get what they need and sometimes what they want. I was very blessed at a young age to have a young man. He was young when they met. When my parents met, they were young, and he decided to take that role to be a stepfather, which we don't use in my household.
That's awesome.
You know, so he's been there, and my mother didn't push me and my sister onto him. She let her know right straight up, hey, listen, you know, some things happened in the past. I have 2 kids at the house. And basically, you know, hey, you be with me, I got kids. That's the deciding factor. The ball's in your court.
Comes as a package.
Yeah, it is a package. 30-something odd years later, they own businesses. They got expensive cars. They done retired, you know, retired from 3 different companies. You know, they've done it all because of the support. And he didn't look at it as though I'm taking on package. How can I grow with this woman, and how can I make these kids grow to be great humans to the society?
Mm-hmm.
So women with kids can bring a lot to the table.
Yes.
The kids are extra. When you're down and you down in your luck, or say, you know, D-Truth, just saying, you got sick, and you got sick enough that you could not go to work for a couple of weeks, and you saved your vacation times months before so y'all can go on a vacation. That woman holds it down while you're getting better. Let's just say that happens, but you'll never know because because you got kids, I can't date you.
Yeah, you got to stop looking at things as being negative. I'm not talking to you, D-Truth. I'm talking about like people who think that women with kids are always the ones that are trying to make a stepdaddy out of you and all that. That's not always true. You got some good women out there that ended up having a kid and the husband either passed or the relationship just didn't work after they've been together for a long time. Doesn't mean they're looking for a stepdaddy. They just want somebody for them. And then if it comes to be that you become a stepdaddy, then hey, that's a plus for her. So
and that's a plus for you because and that's a plus for you because guess what? Now you get to mold those kids.
Yes.
All those thoughts you had in your head when you were younger in your, you know, and again, I'm not just speaking to one person. I'm speaking as in general.
In general, yes.
You know, that you saw what it was where the kid without a father, say you didn't have a father. Now you can be a role to them. And then guess what? You and the old lady, y'all can have a baby too. Huh?
There you go.
We got to stop looking at things as a, like you said, as a negative. Because flip side, let's flip side that. If I barely like my kids, shut your mouth, Phoenix. So let's flip side of that. You dating a young lady and a topic comes up and you got kids. As a man, you got kids and you're taking care of your kids by yourself. You got a good job. You got good cars. You got a good house. Your bank account is never negative. And she looks at you and tells you, no, I don't want to be with you because you have kids. And you're a great man.
Like, the only time I think it's negative to get involved with somebody with kids is if you got a psycho baby daddy or a psycho baby mama. That's a negative because you got to deal with all that negativity. But if you got good people, then hey, that's different. That's different if it's a good.
What if you have a good baby daddy and I've seen a video where the father of the children and the dad that lives at home with them and he treats the woman's kids just like
they're his own.
They're his own.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, this dude, if I remember correctly, we're going to use the stepfather word. I hate that word, but we're going to use the stepfather word. The stepfather broke his arm at work doing something. The biological father came through, brought this dude some shoes, helped around the house until he got out the cast.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, there's dudes out there. So we'll switch subject. Biological father and stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
Biological mother and stepmother.
Mm-hmm.
When you are getting involved with somebody else, and there's somebody else's kids involved, the first thing I think you should do, if it's available, is communicate.
Yes.
Go off and have a beer together. It might be awkward because the biological father is looking at the stepfather and be like, man, you smashing my lady. And then the next, and then vice versa. Why not sit down and talk and say, hey, listen.
Well, if they're over them, they're not going to feel that way. You know what I mean? Because they made that choice to separate. So if they're over that person, they're not going to feel that way. Only if they still have feelings, then that's when you're going to have a problem.
That is true. Mm-hmm. But the bad thing about it is, you have kids together, so you're still going to have some type of feelings for the person that you
because of the bond.
Because of the bond. Now we can't step into that jealousy, right? Because that kills all relationships.
Right.
But here, this is what I'm saying. Say, I'm gonna use Phoenix Rising because me and Phoenix are a new couple, and D-Truth, you're the biological father. You're gonna use it as that. I'm going to sit down with you. And I'm going to tell you my expectations and expecting you to tell me your expectations. Hey, bro, if you have problems with the kids, in your household, you make your rules. But let me know also. In my household, hey, if the kids are getting out of hand and it's time to, let me be the first to discipline my kids. But if it's warranted and there's no waiting around, at least let me know that you discipline my kids. Don't put your hands on them. But there's other ways to discipline your kids than just the spanking part, the physical part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you had to get up in my son's face and let him know that, hey, look, bro, you only 12, you not 22, and let him know that you the man of the house, hey, look, I'm all for it. Because that's your household.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Just keep your hand. Hey, look, and if he needs, if you needed to take it a little bit further, call me. Let's talk about it. Send them to me. But the biological father cannot step over that boundaries once those kids are in that threshold of the house. See, I think men can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about y'all women.
Women can. Certain women can. I'm pretty sure they got some. I'm not going to say as many as men, but definitely there's some that will be able to do that. Put their feelings aside and deal with it like women.
But what'd you just say?
What?
You just said put your feelings aside.
Mm-hmm.
Women go through this world with feelings on their sleeves.
Well, they're going to have to put their feelings to the side and act like women and stop acting like you ain't got no common sense like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying a lot of women are going to do this, but you got women that will do this. That's just like the men that would do this. But the women are more likely, like you said, the feelings thing where they still have feelings for the man. They're not going to want to put nothing to the side. But then you got some who are willing to do that because they're mature enough to do that.
What do you think, Amanda?
And you better not say it sounds good.
It depends. It depends. You know, you know, I'm gonna say majority of the women don't. They don't put their feelings to the side. I'm just being totally honest. That's
what I said. Yeah. I agree.
No, you was making it seem like the majority
I
will.
Said some, no, I did not. I did not. He heard me. I said some women, not more women
I'm saying majority. I'm saying majority of the women. Hold up. You saying some. I'm saying you asked me a question. I'm answering you. In my opinion, majority of women. And majority of the women do not know how to put their feelings over to the side. Now, however, some will not go to the extreme. Okay, like as far as like making trouble for their kids' fathers in their new relationship. Some won't go that far. Some will just harbor that ill feeling and hold it in. Some will do little things to try to
nitpick.
They'll nitpick a little bit. But then you have some that'll go to the extreme, and they'll go to the extreme like trying to brainwash the kid against you, or brainwash the kid against your new girlfriend, or try to go down to the child support place and ask them for an increase on the child support payments. They'll you got some fools out there that will mess with you. But like I said, even though I say majority, but I'm not saying all of them will go to the extreme. But majority of the females, they just don't like the idea of another woman around their son or daughters.
Yeah.
They just don't like it. Women are territorial by nature. They just don't like another woman, an outsider, being around their kids. And it don't always have any. Go ahead.
There's reason for it, because look what's going on in the world.
Yeah, a lot of them. That has a lot to do with it. But a lot of the main reasons being petty. It's being petty. Yeah. They don't want another woman. All right. Women don't like to be upstaged by other women. So this new girlfriend, number one, she may look better than the mother. Okay. So let's just say if the son come home and the father drop him off, and when the son come home, oh, daddy's new girlfriend is pretty, mommy. She's pretty. I mean, how you think the mama? And you know how kids are. They don't bite their tongue.
They
They
don't.
don't bite their
That's true.
tongue.
They don't.
Yeah,
They don't care.
yeah,
At a certain age, of course, they don't care.
yeah.
So, Armando, we
Mhm.
were talking about how men do not. Well, your brother over there said that men do not like dating. Most men do not like dating single women.
No,
Huh?
no, 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 no.
You got to be single for you to date them.
Single
Not
mothers.
single mother. Sorry, single mother.
Okay, single mothers.
Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on the age. It depends on what age range. Okay, if you are, let's say, between 18 and 35, I'm gonna say 18, 35. You would prefer, if you had your choice, you would rather a single woman without kids because you're young yourself, okay?
Mhm.
And you want kids of your own. So you know, you want to build a legacy, start a legacy of your own. So your first choice would be a woman without kids. Now, if you are a single brother, somewhere around 35 and up, it doesn't matter. And around that time, 9 times out of 10, you already have a child yourself. For whatever reason, you and their mother couldn't make it work. So you're single now. You're back on the market. So you would much rather date a woman that's experienced when it comes to kids. If it was me, I would rather date a woman, a single mother, because she could relate to what, you know, I mean, she would, a woman that already has kids would be, they would accept your kids a lot. They would accept your kids more quicker than a woman without kids, because a woman without kids, she may not even like kids. You have to watch out for that. If you got kids and you're dating a woman that doesn't have kids, bro, that could work against you. Especially if she's over the age of, salute to you, be breezy. Especially if she's over the age of 35 years old. Yeah. She don't know what it's like to be a mother.
Mm.
And women that doesn't know what it's like to be a mother, they can't relate to things that parents are feeling or things that parents go through. Let me give you an example. Like a lot of I was having a conversation with someone about some of these content creators going after, you know, folks' kids. And this individual was like, well, it's entertainment. It's funny. Come find out that individual don't have kids. And only someone that don't have kids or never had kids, don't know what it's like to be a mother, would say something like that. A woman that has brought a child in the world, nurtured a child, raised a child, would never say anything like that. So I would never condemn a woman for having kids. I would never condemn single mothers. I think they would make great wives. I think they would make darn good wives, especially if you are single and you coming out of divorce yourself and you have kids. It would be in your best interest to look for a woman that also have kids versus getting with a woman that don't have kids, because she won't be able to relate. She will not be able to relate. And then it's going to come into a competition thing. She's going to compete, especially if you have a daughter, because girls, they want their father's attention. Girls love their fathers. They love hanging out with their fathers. And this woman that you're dating that's never had kids, it could be a conflict, because you know she may start trying to compete for your time and your attention with your daughter.
So I have a question for you, Armando. If you met a woman, right, and you guys got
Mhm.
to a serious point where you're now going to be around the kids, and no, I'm sorry, you're the daddy, you're the dad, and then your ex got a guy, would you go hang, would you go and, I don't know, get a drink and hang out and kind of learn, uh, you know, see what he's about, or
Yes,
would you have a problem with doing that?
I yes, and I have
Oh, okay,
with my
that's good.
son's
See, I
mother.
like
With
that.
my son's mother, yeah, I've hung out with her boyfriend, you know, because I wanted to get to know who's going to
Hmm.
be around my son. And we hung
That's
out. We
good.
went out for drink. We went out and played shot pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's good. That's good
Hmm.
because a lot of them, and I'm not going to say all or a bunch or whatever. I'd say, I don't think men would be okay with doing that because they feel like the man is going to, he's going to be with their woman and then they're going to be around my kid. So it's
Men
good to
would,
get to know them for a reason because of everything that's
men,
going on in this world. They need to get to know them and who's going to be around
men,
their kids.
yeah, men would be cool about that more so than women would, because
Yes. Yes.
it was never a problem with me and
Hmm.
my son's mother's boyfriend. The issue
Yeah.
was getting her and my current wife to get
Hmm.
along. That was the issue. They
Okay.
always, it was just competition thing between the two of them
Mm.
that I had to deal with.
No, not a threesome. Breezy, where you at?
Man, his mind in the gutter. Be Breezy, get your mind out of the gutter, bro.
It's Sunday, Breezy.
Oh boy.
Good
It's
Lord.
Sunday, Breezy.
Clean it up.
Oh, Be Breezy, fool
My
with
I
it.
dude,
saw that.
my
I
dude.
said, wait, what? No, that is not what we're talking about. No, okay, yeah, I agree with that. And I think I've never dealt with that, but I think I would do that because I want to know who's going to be around my kids 100%. I want to know what kind of person she is, how she would deal with my kids. I would want her to know not to put her hands on my kids. Let the daddy take care of it. Don't spank them. I want you to let him deal with that part of it. But as far as like to get to know her, see what she's about, is she going to be the type of parent who I would want around my children? That's what I would want to know because I want my kids to be safe. I want to know that she's going to love my kids like, a stepmom or let's just say, I'm not going to say a stepmom because sometimes they become more than a stepmom to these kids. They don't call them stepmom. They say mom. Sometimes they do call the other person mom. So I want to know that when my kids call her mom, she deserves that title. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I would be that person because I want my kids would be my priority. So I wouldn't be thinking about my feelings. I would be thinking about what's that, who's that going to be around my kids. That's how I would feel about it. I'm one of them women. Like if it was to ever happen, which my kids are grown ups now, I ain't got to worry about that. But just saying, if it was to happen when they were younger, I probably would be the one that'd be in that small amount of people that would do that. Yes, because I want to know who's around my kids.
I mean, that's the ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
But and just like I said before, you can set down some expectations uh, at this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, like you said, as long as that's the one thing that I think is is missing when it comes to um, when it comes to having somebody on the outside coming into your relationship with you when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to your kids, right?
Yes.
Old saying, it takes a village. If
Yes.
if that dude or that lady's going to be a part of that village, let them be a part of that village. Get before say your kid did something and the stepfather came back and got into his butt about it, and then the son comes in and says, you know what he did to me and blah blah blah, and he yelled at me, and then the dude comes in there and it's like, why are you yelling at my son?
Well, yelling is one.
That ain't gonna work, and
No,
because again, once you're in that household, that's that man's rules right there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I was talking about hands. I'm talking about putting their hands on them. They can yell at them, but you got to respect when you do it. Don't go calling them out of their names and all that. That's just not the kind of person I would want around my kids. I don't want you to disrespect my kids by calling them names. If they're doing something wrong, talk to them first, and then let their daddy deal with it. If there's a problem, let them deal with it, or let me know and I'll come talk to them. I'll straighten it up. But I don't want you to put your hands on my kids, and I don't want you to disrespect my kids and make them and belittle my kids. It's just something I would never want to happen. I didn't do it. Why in the heck you think you get to do it? So that's the part of the situation why you have to get to know that woman, so you can know what kind of woman is going to be around your kids. You got to vet them just like you vet a man that you're going to have in your relationship. You got to vet the woman that's going to be in your kids' life. I'll vet her. I'm sorry, but and then I'll let them know, hey, look, this is not going to be happening, as far as what, her thinking that she's going to put her hands on my kids. So there's a, you vet them for your kids. Nothing to do with the man, but just for the kids. Because that's no longer your man anymore. So you can't be like, oh, this. No, we're not. That's not the situation. The situation now is all about the kids. Your priority is your kids, and to get to know that woman for your kids. But don't put your hands on my kids. You could talk to them and scold at them, but don't disrespect them and don't call them out of their names.
Well, let's play devil's advocate here, because this is something that let's play. You say don't put your hands on your kids. Okay.
Do not put your hands on my kids.
Okay. You said that multiple times already.
That's
okay.
it. That's right.
So at any point,
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, because I know what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
If we're married, my
mm-hmm.
kid, your kid, we're married, your kid did something horrendous that needed, but you can't, as a woman,
mm-hmm.
can't handle the situation like a man can. And I don't care what anybody says.
Mm.
There are certain situations a man's got to handle that situation.
Okay, so when you say horrendous, what is so horrendous that a child at a young age did? Give me an example of what horrendous to you is.
Stole some money out of your purse, or stole some money out of his wallet, or hit one of the other kids, beat up one of the other kids.
Well, hitting and kids do that, but you mean like beating them, like taking something and hitting them with it?
I mean, just bullying them.
But that's not horrendous. Horrendous is way more severe than that.
Okay, taking the car without permission.
That's not horrendous.
Say if your son taking the car, you and the stepfather in the bed sleep, and your son sneak in the room and take the keys without any of your permission and take the car and go out frolicking.
Okay, so That's
some
bad, but
girls.
it's not horrendous. That's not
That
horrendous.
is horrendous. No, that's horrendous. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Because it starts a trend.
What if he go out there and hit somebody? What if he goes out there and hits somebody in your boyfriend's car, in the stepfather's car?
If he hits somebody by accident, not just go running them over. No, wait. I'm saying you're saying accidentally hits somebody, not horrendous, as in go and look for somebody to go hit on the road.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing together?
Hey, how you doing together? Salute to you together. You don't consider a child taking the keys and the car without permission. It's just a slap on the wrist. You don't consider that horrendous?
No. It's bad, but it's not horrendous. That's not the meaning of
in
horrendous.
In real life, if you go and take somebody else's keys in their car without permission, what's going to happen?
You're going to jail.
Thank you.
But
that is horrendous.
No, horrendous.
I say that to say, and I have to side with Sniper on this one. You cannot coddle these. This is 2024. This ain't 1984. The days of Family Ties and the Cosbys and Theo doing little things to get in trouble. This is 2024, a whole different world. You cannot coddle these kids. You can't.
I'm not talking about coddling. I'm saying the meaning of horrendous. Horrendous is horrifying. Okay, horrifying, like terrible, as in like.
No, we ain't saying they're gonna go out there and mass murder or anything like that. Horrendous for a kid. Horrendous taking the keys to your car and taking your car without permission in the middle of the night. For a 16, 17-year-old, that would be considered horrendous.
That's considered bad, not horrendous. Okay,
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that's horrendous. Okay, it's stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Not only stealing, but you're taking an automobile without permission.
That's
bad.
That's horrible.
Is horrendous. For a 16-year-old, it's horrendous. Horrendous. Okay, when you think of some horrendous things that a child could do, a teenager, that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Going in your purse or going in your husband's wallet, taking money without permission is one. Number two, taking the vehicle without permission while you're asleep and going God's nowhere.
See, you're taking it as I'm saying that it's not bad. It is bad. It's bad. It's bad in a way of
bad is not do that. F on your report card in my book.
They should definitely not take a car. Should not be taking their stepdaddy car, not my car, not going in my purse, not going into his wallet. No, definitely not a good thing. I would not be like slap on the wrist. No, what I'm saying is, to me, horrendous is like, because I'm into cases, the horrendous that I'm thinking is not like the horrendous you're thinking. I'm thinking like you go and you deliberately go run somebody over. That's horrendous. But for me, for what they're doing is bad, but on a high level of being bad. Like that's definitely bad, but it's not horrendous for me.
I'm not saying the kid is gonna automatically transform into Jeffrey Dahmer or anything like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that would be on the level of horrendous for a 16. What you're talking about is horrendous for an adult. I'm talking about horrendous.
Well, they got horrendous kids
on a child level. Okay, I'm gonna give. I'll give you something else. Then I'll get since you
okay. So let me just go ahead and
you downplaying taking a car without permission. I'll give you another one. Let's say if the kid gets upset with you because you won't let them go out or you won't let them have their way, and he jumps up and get in your face. Then what is your husband supposed to do? Just sit there and let him get in your face?
he would have to kind of control it, but not by putting his hand, like whooping him or anything like that. He could pull him back off of me.
Conversation doesn't work. All right,
Pull back.
come join us in 2024.
He
This
could
ain't
grab-
Father's knows
He
best
could grab his
days
arm. He could grab his arm and tell him, hey, don't put your hands on your mama, or don't get in your mom's face like that, but not spanking him, not whipping him. But I'm talking about little kids. I ain't talking about no doggone teenager. A disrespectful
first, little
teenager.
kids are gonna turn into
I'm gonna jump
teenagers.
into that
You know,
real quick.
they're gonna
Hold
turn into
up.
teenagers one day. They're not gonna stay little all their life.
Okay,
They're gonna
so
eventually grow up and turn into teenagers.
okay.
So basically, what is being said here is
Mhm.
that you give, and let's not get it twisted, y'all. We are not jumping on you, new, but we jumping on.
No,
you,
you're
new.
not.
We're jumping.
I
on
don't
new.
care. I ain't the one, but I don't care. Go ahead.
But anyways, the stepfather, in your words,
Mhm.
cannot discipline your child at a young age because it's not his. Now,
I'm not saying
you brought no,
that
but no. And
you
when I
can
say
discipline him. He just can't hit him.
Why not? Because guess what?
You're not going to because I don't know if you're hitting him because you want to hit him. I don't. Okay, first of all, you got people who pretend they're this, God honest person or whatever, and then they turn around and they end up being somebody that you don't want putting your hands on your kids, because it becomes more of a severity after a while.
Can I
no,
say something? You
don't you put your hands on my kids. I got it.
I
got it.
Can I say
I
something?
got it.
I'm gonna tell you.
Can I say something? Hold on, Sniper. Hold on, Sniper.
I got it.
You knew you just contradicted yourself.
I said he cannot put his hands on my kids.
What is one of the rule of thumbs? What is one of the rule of thumbs that you have always stated before any woman chooses a husband?
You vet him out.
You taking a piss, bro?
No. I was getting some water.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Oh,
what is one of the rule of thumbs
out here? Mm-hmm.
What is one of the rule of thumbs that you would tell any woman?
Vet them.
Okay, all right. So you done vetted this man already.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you?
I'm not gonna let him hit my kids.
Hold up.
I got it.
You've already vetted this man. You've done backgrounds on him. You done your all your research on him and everything. You done met his family. You done met his parents. You done met his friends and everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You already you know everything about this man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so you're still having doubts of his intention with your child?
He's not gonna whip my kid no matter what. I'm just gonna say it right there. I'm not changing my mind. You're not whipping my kid. You're not whipping my kid no matter what.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Okay, let me give you this scenario.
I got 5 boys. You really think
you won't let me get this?
You think my 5 kids? Oh Lord, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Too late.
And I want to ask you. I want to ask you because you were speaking in terms of the kids being small. I'm saying, and this is the problem with a lot of stepfathers run into with their new wife or their stepkids. Say if it's a boy, okay, if it's your son and he's like 16 years old, tall, big, feeling himself or whatever, and he wants to go out, or he's just been messing up, cutting school, making bad grades, going down the wrong road, and you're verbally giving him the 3rd degree, all right, and he just jumps up in your face, calls you all out your name, call you a B and an H and everything. So your husband, your new husband, is just supposed to sit over there at the table and not say nothing, or not do anything.
So first of all, like I said, I have 5 boys, right? I have 5 boys. I brought my kids up and they have respect for me and they respect their dad. So if I didn't bring up my kids the right way, then there's a possibility that he might have to step in once in a blue moon. But I literally, for myself, as far as if it was me in the situation I'm in now, okay, as far as how my kids are since they were little, they have respect. I brought my kids up to have respect. So they never jumped in my face. My kids are all over 6 feet tall. They have never gotten in my face and did nothing because they know not to.
But
And not because
you knew.
but because they respect me because I taught them to respect. What?
You knew.
Yes.
Okay,
You've been
we're
hanging
gonna come
around
out.
D.
We're going to
Troop
come
too
out of
long.
Mayberry.
Hanging around D. Troop too long.
Listen. Well, listen to me.
I'm not going to change my mind. Go ahead.
We're going to come out of Mayberry for a little bit. We are looking at this as a scenario.
Whatever.
Okay. And the reason why I say this is this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to say it's 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the young men in this world right now.
In this era.
In this era right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Raised by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot's been, most of them raised by a woman, have no male discipline in their life. And what are they doing?
I wish you know what? Armando, you're going to play with me too much and I'm about to hurt you. I'm not playing with you. Stop putting that in the chat.
So.
He is so annoying. Go ahead.
But this is what.
Just because I think the way I think.
How you gonna tell somebody to go ahead and then you cut them off?
Go.
And I didn't take a long breath neither.
See what he put in
2.0.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
What we're saying is this right here. When you limit, first of all, you're taking the masculinity away from a man when you say these are my kids and you can't discipline them because of I don't know if you're going to be a psycho or not. Mm-hmm. Okay, brother could have came from a good household. Mm-hmm. But you cannot. These kids these days don't know nothing else when it comes to discipline. They don't know nothing about discipline. We're not talking about your boys. We're not talking about your boys. Mm-hmm. But let's just say you have 5 different boys, and you have a step, and you married another dude that's not their father, and they're doing the stuff where they're acting out because you won't allow them to discipline them. And you know what happens at time when they get older? Majority of the time is that you can't do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to me. You're not my daddy. How can a man go into a household and be a man, be the disciplinarian, be the provider, be the protector when his hands is tied behind his back?
I'm not changing my mind.
Okay, I didn't ask you that to change your mind. I'm just asking you to think about what other people are saying.
Okay, I'm thinking about what y'all saying, but I'm not changing my mind.
Can we get another woman up here?
You know what the both of y'all have. You know what the both of y'all have done in the last 15 minutes with this part of the conversation. Y'all done basically solidified D Troop's argument about why a lot of men don't date women with kids.
Okay,
y'all basically
not y'all
basically
not
put a
y'all.
stamp on. No, because you okay. So the back and forth, just if I'm a person just ghost watching, if I'm a brother ghost watching, I've just met a woman with kids and I'm considering dating her. Hearing the back and forth, the exchange that y'all just had, I would probably think twice about it, or would probably change my mind.
Yeah, but that's a man's choice to make that. He could choose whatever he wants to choose. I'm not changing my mind. Period. Because as a mother, you're supposed to bring up your kids with manners anyway. And you bring up your children not to fear you, but to listen to you and respect you. Because you don't need to fear anybody but God himself.
But hey, since you
Yeah,
said God,
I agree with you
since you
on that.
said God,
I agree with you on
Hmm.
but I agree with you. But since you said God, the Bible says, since we always in the Bible, spare the rod, spoil the child.
I never said I would spare the rod. I said the man is gonna have to spare it because he's not putting his hands on my kid. Period.
Well, if you know, if I know I can trust my man, I know that he won't hurt my child on purpose, but he will not do anything to make me uneasy.
Thank you. Especially if you what already vetted him
I'm
before you
not.
started dating, went out with
Mhm.
him, married him, took his
I'm not
ring,
changing my mind. I'm not changing
So
my
said
so
mind.
vows to
basically,
him.
so basically, is that you don't trust any man with your child besides the baby father.
Well, I mean, the reason I had a child with the baby father is because that's who I wanted to be with, and that's who's supposed
But
to
it
be
didn't
their
work.
father. Yes,
But it didn't work. See,
but if
you're
it
thinking
didn't,
is still with, but it didn't work. So now you're dating somebody else,
okay,
and you
then
married somebody else.
yeah,
So
okay.
so how can that man?
First of all, you never said married. You said with somebody. That's not married.
We've been
You
talking
never
about.
said married.
Hey, listen, you don't let no
You
boyfriend or
knew.
nothing like that. You no.
I've been given the
I thought
marriage
we was.
scenario
Ah,
the
Okay,
whole
well,
Lord.
I
time I've
didn't
been
hear
with
that
you.
part. I didn't hear that part.
What?
I
I've
didn't
been
hear
given the
that part.
marriage scenario, not the
My
dating.
bad. My
Dating,
bad.
I feel you on that one.
I
My
Dating,
definitely
bad.
feel
I
you.
feel you on that one. I feel you on that.
Okay,
But if
well, my
he's
bad.
your
I didn't know we were talking about marriage. I thought you were talking about boyfriend wise.
no, I said your okay. If your kid sneaks into the room and steal
Hmm.
your new husband's keys
Oh, that's right.
and
You did
takes
say
the
that
car
part.
without permission, yes.
That's different. Yeah, marriage is different. I thought this whole time I was thinking boyfriend. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I don't know. My bad.
Jesus.
My bad. I said Jesus.
We said stepfather so many times.
Stepfather. Yeah, it could have been somebody who's acting as a stepfather if it's the boyfriend. So whatever. That doesn't have to be a married person. That's just
If
somebody
he's
who's
married to you, he's not
caring for the
actually
child.
he's actually
Hmm?
the stepfather. If he's married, if y'all married,
Well,
he is
then what do you
actually the
consider?
official
Then
stepfather.
what do you consider a man who's been with you for years, not married, but what is he? Just the man that's in the house? What are the kids
He's
going to consider him
okay. It
as?
depends on
A
okay. It
stepfather.
depends on. Hold on. Let me finish. It depends on what state you live in. If
Mm-hmm.
he's been there and y'all come along married.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not a common law in your state, he's your boyfriend. He's
Mm-hmm.
your boyfriend. And if that's the scenario, then I understand where you're coming from of
Yeah.
him not, spanking your child. But if you married him,
Yeah. If
you
I
said
married him, that
vows to
means
him or
I
whatever,
trust him. Yeah, I
you
trust him if I
trust him
married him.
and and you know this man would never do anything
Right.
to hurt you or your child. So why
Yeah.
would you handcuff him and tie his hands like that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if we were married, that's a different story because then I would have vetted him and made sure that that's the man for me and for my kids. Yes, and together. Sometimes these kids, even before the mom before the mom marries the man, they will still call him stepdad. So that's not even if they're not married, they do it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Armando.
No, I'm saying I did not call my stepmother. I did not call her mom, or I would call her mom. I would call her mom.
Okay,
I didn't
not
call her because
stepmom.
ain't no stepmom don't sound right. Don't
Yeah,
just call her mom. Then at
yeah,
that point in time, I knew I had two moms, but I
yeah,
didn't officially. The first time I officially called her mom was when
yeah,
they came home from the courthouse with that marriage
yeah,
certificate, showed it to
yeah,
me, and my dad had told me, "Hey, hey, you got two moms now." And from that day forward, I started calling her mom for the rest of my life.
yeah. Right.
I mean, the
Okay,
rest
I
of her
get.
life. Mhm.
Right. I get what you're saying because I think stepmom should not even be passing their
Nah,
lips, especially if they're good people.
Yeah, now like if say like when I went to school, I acknowledged the
Mhm.
fact, okay, that's my stepmother. So I'm acknowledging, hey, I have a mother that brought me in this world. Not
Right.
like I just fell out the sky or whatever. I have a mother. I actually have a mother. So
Right.
yeah, if I'm having a conversation with someone else, that's my stepmother. But once I enter the house, I
Yeah,
always
mom.
acknowledge her mom, 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 mom.
Yeah.
And that's
They,
another
it,
issue. That's another issue that these women don't. They'll have their kids calling the stepfather. The ones that's officially married, the mom now, they would
Mhm.
have their kids calling the stepfather by the first name.
so disrespectful.
Have the kids
Mhm.
call them that?
They'll
You talking
have
about
the
when they get
kids
married?
calling. Okay, there are some women that will tell their kids, okay, yeah, he ain't your dad, so you call
Mhm.
him by his name. You
Mhm.
only got one dad, and you call
Mhm.
him dad.
I thought that would be like up to the kids when they get comfortable to call them dad or whatever. At least that's what I thought. I never thought the mom would be the one, hey, you better call him this because you know what I'm saying? I thought it was when the kids get comfortable and they like the person, then they'll call him dad.
Because the mother don't want any conflict with the father.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
because if the father comes over and he dropped the kids off and one of the kids slip up and okay, the stepfather walk in the house, one of the kids slip up and say, hey daddy, in front of their real dad, I mean, then that's gonna be a problem.
yeah. So
And
then
someone
that means when he has somebody and he has the kids with him, she can't call him. They can't call the other one mom, right? So what's the difference if they have them call them? If the kid is comfortable for with calling them mom and dad, I don't see a problem with that.
you see, I just I'm trying to think how in the world did I work around that. When my mom came to visit, when my mom came down to spend time with me, and my
Mm-hmm.
stepmom and my mom would both be in the same room,
Mm-hmm.
I was it ever a
Did you say mom
situation
one,
where
mom two, mom, mommy? I mean, mama, mommy, or something like call one
that
mama and
happened
the
when
other one mommy?
I became an adult.
Mm.
When I became an adult and we were all at the table and I said, Mama. And both of them said, huh?
No, it's cute.
Yeah, both of them
Cute.
like both of them looked at me at the same time, like, huh? Like, yeah. But I never really had that issue as a kid because
Yeah.
my stepmom didn't really do that much talking. When my
Mm.
mom came down to spend time with me,
Mm.
she didn't really do that much talking. My stepmom's a very quiet woman. She didn't do that much talking.
Mm, okay. Yeah. So I would probably his name, call him
What?
dad
Wait,
or
wait.
daddy,
Say,
dad or daddy, like dad or daddy. That way they can distinguish which one is which and let them know, hey, he's calling you daddy and he gonna call you dad. That way there's no confusion there. You know what I mean? With them sitting at the table or whatever. Because some of them do that, sit together at the table and get along. It's the immature ones that don't want to do that. What were you
Okay,
gonna
so
say, Sniper? Go ahead.
so I'm glad y'all let me back into the conversation.
I'm sorry.
Um, no, but this is the thing.
Hmm.
Your kid's gonna say whatever. Y'all heard the statement. Kids say the darndest things.
Yes, they do.
Um, I've been calling, and again, I have a different situation, but I've been calling
Mhm.
my stepfather as I do the. I've been calling him dad since before I started calling him dad before my parents got married.
Mm-hmm.
They were engaged, but I started doing it before, and the only reason why is because, like you said, I felt comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and before my parents got married, I'm gonna tell you the story. Everybody knows it. My dad cooks, okay? And but my dad is also, he's very structured and strict at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a kid at a young age, I don't know if Amando's ever been through this. You were not allowed to drink until your food was done. And when you were able to drink, you got a little small cup. This is, and I'm talking about, this is young, 5, 6, 7. You got a small cup, and that's what you got for dinner. Most people's like, oh, that's abuse. No, it's not abuse, because you think about it. You eat dinner around about 6, 7, bedtime's 8, 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
At that young age.
I know what you're talking about.
Hey, look, ain't no getting up and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
You use it before you go, and you take your butt to sleep, get your 8 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're talking about.
So I tell, and this is the running joke in my family. Within, I don't know, I'll say about a month into it, he cooked some. And I told you my father's from Louisiana, so his food was naturally spicy. Mm-hmm. So he gave us some dirty rice with a little bit of kick to it. Mm-hmm. I asked for more to drink. I said, this is spicy. This is hot. I wanted some more to drink. I got told no. So I took my black butt into the bathroom and started drinking out the faucet.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Guess who caught me?
Your daddy?
My dad caught me. And he hit me up against the wall, and it was like he didn't know this. This was at my grandmother's house, but this is right before we moved to a new house after they got married. He put me up, and then my shirt got caught on the back of the door, or on the front of the door, the towel rack. Mm-hmm. So you could see my little legs dangling.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Hit my ass up, right? Mm-hmm. And he looked me in my face and he said, when I tell you not to do something or you can't have nothing, that means you can't have nothing. From that point on, yes, as a growing boy to being a young man, I tested the waters, okay? I was not a you knew kid, okay? So
get on my nerve. Go ahead.
But anyways, from that point on, I knew he meant business. Mm-hmm. And I knew he was going to keep his foot in my butt from the time that he met me until this day present.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what young men need. Mm. From the time, and seriously, that's what. And regardless, hey, look, I had my many beat downs. Ain't nothing psychological wrong with me. I've had my many talking tos, and when I started getting older, then it was more of conversation, taking important things away, but understanding what your consequences for your actions. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, if it wasn't for men that actually teach their kids and discipline their kids and did not spare the rod, if we had more of that, we would not have so many of these. I'm just be real, and anybody feelings get hurt that I said it or try to dock me, whatever. We wouldn't have so many of these cross-dressers. We wouldn't have these problems where the kids are bucking the system, or it got to give you 2 words for one when it comes to authority figures standing in their face. I'm not saying that there are some authority figures that abuse their powers. I see it on a daily.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if we had more men, and I'm just saying my father, because that's what I know, out there, then we wouldn't have some of these issues with kids today. When he said be in the house by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and my black behind was not in the house by 8:30, 9 o'clock, I knew there was going to be some repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the way I feel about it. You know, I feel as though these kids need discipline. And these kids need to know, and needs to start, because again, like you said, it's 2024. We got so many young people, and I see this at work. We got so many young people, 17 and below, locked up. Why? Because it starts with the home front. It starts with these dudes not stepping in and taking their place and being positive leaders, positive disciplinary actions, positive role models. When I started working at this particular place, I thought that I had to be at least 45, 50. But now, you know, they don't even say, hey, officer so-and-so, hey, you know, this, that, and the third. Hey, where you been at? Because I gave them that respect, but I also tell them, hey, listen, if I got to come in there, there's going to be some hell and discontent. That's what they need. It's different. And again, it's a turning point now. I see a lot of young ladies under the age now being incarcerated. Why? Again, nobody disciplined them at the beginning. Everything, when kids are young and kids are, you know, they doing that and popping and rolling the neck and rolling eyes and saying what they ain't going to do. And when they were younger, what are kids, you know, oh, that's cute. Hee ha ha, hee ha ha. And now they're doing it towards everybody that's, you know, authority figures and stuff like that. And now they're getting their butts locked up. It's not so cute now.
Right. That's true. That's true. I agree.
Let one of my children, or if I marry somebody and got a stepdaughter, hopefully that the age is above, I'm not about raising any more kids. But let any kid roll their neck at me. At the end of the day, I think something wrong with your neck, so I'm going to fix it for you.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
I'm very old school about discipline. I'm very old school about it. And nothing wrong about the discipline. Now, when you take it overboard, just like I was talking to one of my employees, and she was like, oh, my daughter, how old is your daughter? She's 5. She got in a fight and dislocated the other child's finger.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, I got to go home and I got to spank her. Why? Why do you have to spank her? She's 5 years old. Evaluate what you, as a parent, do you think things was cute at first? You cuss around your kids when they're younger? Are you always popping off at the mouth with somebody else? Evaluate yourself first before you go home. Sit your 5-year-old down and say, what was the purpose of that? Don't go home angry and start beating up on your kid. That's what caused more trauma than anything else, is when you go home and immediately spank your kid because you're angry. So now it's overboard. And I think that's what you're talking about when they come home and, oh, Johnny did this and
yeah. Before you calm your nerves down.
I'm gonna tell you something. And one thing about me as a parent, and all of my kids will tell you, at the end of the day, it probably won't happen that day, because it's gonna take me a while to calm down. We're gonna have a conversation. we're gonna have a little tongue lashing going on, right? Did you really put up the doggone baby? Never mind. She put up the 80s pictures, y'all. Jesus. But so a prime example, my son, 5th grade, remembered it to this day. He decided that he wanted to go to school and be top dog and cuss his teacher out.
Wow.
Now, he knows how I am. We do, when he got older, we did rucksack runs. We did put the hold a 45-pound weight over your head and run in place. And we did hikes together that he had rocks in his backpack. And, we did I had different ways of discipline, but I don't do the cussing out adults thing. My first reaction was to go home and wear his butt out. But
pow.
Huh?
Pow.
Oh, it was going to be some pow-pows going on. But I sat back and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's mess with him a little bit. Let's really dig down deep about this discipline that is about to happen. So I told him I forewarned him, hey, you are going to get discipline for your actions, but you just don't know when it's going to happen. So, but while you think about what you've done and you think that if you believe it's warranted or not, you're going to sit on the edge of the bed and you're going to sit there. And then when it's after dinner time, you take your bath, you go to bed. Because one, I knew I was angry because, again, I don't disrespect my elders. I don't disrespect too many people in authority unless they disrespect me.
Right. I agree.
So that happened on a Thursday. Friday, he got kicked out of, he got his little OSS, out of school suspension. And he sat on that bed all day. Friday. And then he sat there Saturday until I told my wife at the time, I said, hey, you take the kids and y'all go get some ice cream, go get some lunch, go do something. Here's $100, go do it. And we had a conversation. And there was some pow-pows in there. But I didn't do it when I was angry because it would have been worse.
Yeah. It's better to do things when you're calm. Woosah.
Hey, it was no moosah going on. But it was set there for, I calmed down. So now we can't say, and nobody can come and say it was abuse. I asked him, do you think it's warranted? And don't tell me what you want me to hear. Tell me if you think it's warranted. He agreed to the punishment, and it was done with. I believe if you don't discipline your kid, then your kid's going to be hell out here in this world.
Yeah.
If you don't allow men, and I'm not saying let all men put their hands on your kids. If you don't allow men to help discipline your children, especially these young men, they're going to be hell out in the world. That's what I believe. Sorry I was long-winded, Armando.
Are you still there?
Say something. It's on mute.
I was sitting back in the chair letting you go ahead and get it all out. I ain't want to interrupt.
What you thinking?
No.
What you thinking?
Was you gonna be done before midnight?
You It might be a Taco Bell night for me. I'm sorry. I don't feel like cooking nothing anyway.
Oh man, my advice to any single mother: if you do not want another man discipline, or you're not comfortable with another man disciplining your child, then your best bet is to
To
just
say
date
single.
and stay single. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but know this, you run the risk because they look. You can coddle your kids all you want, but when they get out there in that real world, the real world ain't gonna coddle them.
I don't coddle mine. I got my kids where they're mannered. I don't have to coddle anything. Not one of them have been anywhere near the bars, if you know what I mean. So that part, we did a good job with our kids. I can tell you that much. Knock on wood.
Did she? She just had to throw her kids in there.
I sure did.
Brag about your kids, girl. Brag about them.
My babies are good kids. I love my kids with everything I have in my body, and then some. God gave me some great kids. Yeah.
Whether
Some
they're
great
good
kids.
or bad, you gonna love them anyway.
That's right.
That is true.
You're gonna love them anyway.
Amen. Yep. 100%.
So, we had another topic. What was it? You knew I had it.
It was one. We was getting ready to hit on the point. You said, "Well, we're gonna save that for later."
Right. I don't think you said anything, so we don't know. what
Dating,
it is.
women,
Dating?
dating women online. Is it a good idea?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad somebody got a good memory on that one.
I'm glad he did too.
Yeah, because I'd have forgot too. I forgot.
So
No, I'm not that much older than you. Don't play with me.
what do you say? You got Alzheimer's already?
That's what he's trying to say, yeah.
I said it out loud, though. Yeah.
Play too daggone much.
I said it under my breath. You said it out loud. But you still little sis, though. You still little sis.
Always be little sis.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
right.
always be little sis, even though you're really big sis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely older sis for sure.
now this conversation
Mm-hmm.
needs to be with, and we need some more single people up here because everybody that's on here right now is married.
Yeah.
So this
And,
online dating thing.
Everybody in the chat, man.
Thank you.
Phoenix,
Together.
I don't know about B Breezer though. I doubt if he married.
Wait, did you just say is together married? Yes, she's married.
Not together.
I said together. I said everybody in the chat is
Not
married,
you.
with the exception
you.
of B Breezy. Oh,
Not you. I was talking to Sniper.
I was agreeing with Amando. Don't play with me.
Taking
Phoenix
my
Rise
words.
is not married. So
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I thought Phoenix was married.
No,
no, I don't think she's married.
I don't think so.
I could have sworn.
If you're still in here, Phoenix, are you married?
Type 1 if you're married. Type 2 if you're single.
Well, if she puts a 1, of course she's married. And if she puts a 2, she's single.
Well, but that will let us know if she's married or not. I mean, can we get that? Good gracious! Why are you being so feisty this morning? Or not this morning? Never mind.
This evening?
This evening.
Oh, Lord. Y'all make me feisty.
How do we make you? Never mind.
You notice she changed a lot since the debates, though.
Yeah, she
Boy,
has.
them debates have brought another character out of her.
What I did now?
That's the exact point. What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What
What is
Bill
this
said, what is
match
this match game? Match game PM.
Oh.
No, I see what Sniper trying to say. It really need a perspective from some single folks, because we aren't online trying to meet people. That would be single people.
Mhm.
So it's only so much that we could, contribute to this conversation. My thing is, I'm just looking at it as if I was single. I couldn't do it. I remember back when I was single, you had the you didn't have the online thing, but you had a what was that? Chat line. You had the chat line back then. I remember a lot of people were meeting people on the chat lines and hooking up. I'm just a traditionalist.
But
I believe in meeting them. If I ain't met you at the gas station or at a grocery store or out somewhere at a club or something, I'm just traditional like that.
hell, I can't go to nobody club.
No. Well, let me rephrase that. A sports bar or a cigar shop or something like that. I ain't talking about like a teeny bopper club or something like that.
Look what D Chu put in the chat. Look what D Chu put in the chat.
There's some non-single people online. Non-single people. There's some non-single people online trying to meet people. But yeah, they come online to meet people. They get on these apps.
Read it again.
There's some non-single people online trying to meet people too.
He's saying there's people out there that is
trying to cheat.
There's some non-single people online trying to meet people too.
He said
just say married people, man.
Oh, yeah, right.
You said just say it, man. Too late to be doing all these subliminals. Yeah. You got some married people out there, they doing it on the sneak tip though. They doing them like Plenty of Fish and them little dating sites. Or they'll go on OnlyFans and trick off on OnlyFans or something like that.
You can meet people on OnlyFans?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we know that what the point we're trying to make is that this conversation will mostly apply to single people. Single people are more likely to go online trying to meet other people.
That is true.
Trying to meet other single people. Then you got some single people that'll go online and they'll try to get with somebody that's taken.
I think when you doing the online dating, which I've done before, when you do the online, you got to watch what you do, who you trying to meet with. And you got to, before you actually meet this person, you got to ask some serious questions. You really do. You got to ask those questions.
How would you do it, though? How would you do it?
Oh, hey, listen. I'm an investigator by nature, so you know me. I'm gonna look at everything. I'm gonna look at your dog on Instagram, your Facebook. I'm gonna look at everything before anything is. And then if you decide you want to talk to me, I'm gonna ask those questions. I'm gonna ask you, okay. Just like we was watching that Pop the Balloon for Love thing.
Hang around, you knew a lot. I could tell you've been hanging around, you knew a lot. I can tell you been hanging around. You knew a lot.
What you mean?
Well, you knew, boy. You knew. Be vetting and investigating. Bro.
Yes, you have to. But look, you do it online. You got to. You have to be. Hey, listen.
Yeah, because there's too many weirdos out here.
Hey, Miss Chicago.
Salute to you, Miss Chicago.
I ask certain questions. Hey, and again, like I told you knew. Am I going to have any problems with baby daddies? That's two questions in one. One, she goes like, no, I don't have kids. Or no, they're not going to be, they're not in the picture. Okay, but they're not in the picture. What happened? And be real.
Give me a second.
Okay. So what's your work, where you work at? Do you have a lot of guy friends? I go deeper than that, when's the last time you was intimate with someone? There's questions I got to get out the way. And, just like, and what I started using, and you put me on with it, is what's your relationship with your parents? Y'all good?
Bingo. That's the most, that should have been like 1 or 2. Bingo. You ask that woman, what's the nature of her relationship with her and her father? Mm-hmm. If she gives you some story about the father ain't ish and he ain't this and he ain't that and she hate him, come up with a reason to leave.
With the quickness.
Yes. And just, get her number out of your phone and don't look back. I don't give a damn how fine she is. I don't care if she look like Beyonce, bro. But I'm telling you right now, she got daddy issues. And that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
A woman you meet and she tells you that she talks negative about her father, bro, run the other way. She got dad issues.
Be gone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
With the quickness.
Never fails. Never fails. It never fails.
But the dating online thing is, it's a new thing. Been around for a minute. And that's how, that's the reason why people can't communicate with nobody these days, is because everything's online. You think about it, majority of the time, your conversation is either DMs in the Facebook or DMs in the Instagram. People don't have a pen and paper in their pockets no more. And hell, you losing it all going. You lose the paperwork back in the day. You remember when you had to actually remember the phone numbers? You could actually remember phone numbers.
If you didn't have a pen or a paper, and like you met this girl at the MARTA station, and the train was getting ready. The train was pulling up at the mall. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have time to find something. But I'm saying, like, if you standing on the tracks at the MARTA station, and that chick don't have a pen or paper, you don't have a pen and paper, bro. And your ride is like you going from 5 points and you got to go, let's say let's say you got to go to Hightower. Mm-hmm. Or to Brookhaven or somewhere like that, bro. You better have a good memory.
The best memory in the
You
world.
better have a good memory. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those was the days though.
Yeah. Well, I remember one time, man. I just the train was having issues and it kept stopping, and I tried my best to remember the number. I could not remember, bro. I couldn't remember it, man. And that girl was so fine. Oh my God, she was so fine. And I just looked at it like, maybe it was a sign. I didn't need to hook up with her. Maybe it was a sign from God.
What does it was I just had a brain fart. D-Troop, you coming up here? Or did you go to sleep? Because you haven't responded in 10 minutes.
No, he probably eating right now. He ain't went to sleep this fast. Better make sure your new still woke.
Yeah, her phone was ringing, so
I was on the phone with my son. Stop playing with me. I can hear you guys talking.
you and to stop playing with me.
Oh my God. Yeah, what you want me to say?
That you know what?
We're gonna change your verbiage.
Together need to make some t-shirts say "Stop playing with me." That's you news. That is you news slogan right there. Like they try to say, "It sounds good" is my slogan. Stop playing.
I have a
with me.
shirt like that. I do have a shirt with that on there. My daughter-in-law made it for me.
Stop playing with me.
Yep, with boxing gloves.
Mm.
But it's gone now. I already wore that shirt out because I washed it and it just messed up on me. I didn't take care of it right. So yeah, together hook it up. She knows that's my word. My words. Stop playing.
Speaking about together, did she get her movie done?
I know one thing. I put it in the chat. Her phone needs to get replaced because she's having technical issues.
That wasn't the question that I asked.
I don't know if I don't think she's done yet. No, she should be soon though.
Didn't she say she was taking a break or something like that?
Yeah, taking a break.
Like a couple of days or something like that.
She should be getting it together.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Together, the mouth instead of the boxing gloves.
The
mouth. Kind of like what Morton Downey Jr. had, but not with all the teeth, but with the lips. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that?
Yeah. With the lip biting at the top lip.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. Boxing gloves. Not no damn lips. Damn it.
Y'all are something else. What else we got to discuss? But hey, y'all, I'm back now. I'm gonna be bringing up some topics up here.
Okay.
Like I said, I took some time. Sometimes you just got to take some time to yourself.
Yes, you do.
We was going strong for a minute, but hey, being an empty nest, getting comfortable being I'm not saying being by myself, but being by myself. Without my daughter's here, my son's here. It was just a change of events that I just had to sit back down and say, okay. And then my work schedule was off the chain. Every time I turn around, hey, can you come in? I'm like, oh, man, listen, can I sit still for a little bit? And that's one thing I had to do. I had to sit still for a little bit. But I'm ready to rock and roll. So y'all get ready. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. You got anything you want to say?
Stop playing with me. I'm just kidding.
Get out.
Are we getting off?
Just for that, I'm gonna keep playing with you.
It's about to get worse for you, huh?
I can't stand.
Anybody want to Would anybody want to come up and give their 2 cents on everything we talked about today? I know you can't together. You already got put on punishment.
I had to leave. Did you ever find out? Did the woman and the man, had they met before that date, or was that a blind date, or their first date, or they
That
met
was their
online?
first
Did
date.
you ever find it? That was their first date. So was
Yeah.
that their first time ever meeting each other face to face?
Yeah, that was their very first date. Meeting each other and everything. Went to dinner.
Now, how did they meet? Were they hooked up through a mutual friend? Did they meet online? Did
I'm
she
going to
ever
go
talk
on
about that on the radio? How they met?
No. It went straight into their first date.
Wait a minute,
There's
but
a lot of variables.
how did they meet? I mean, like, they had to have had some kind of encounter, like whether it was online or through a mutual friend or blind date or something like that.
They didn't go into all that part. They went straight to he ghosted her, and he gave the reason why he ghosted her, and that's because she added more food to the bill.
I mean, I don't blame him for that. I really don't.
Now, did you hear what I said about the after actions of that?
Oh, here we go again.
Okay, I missed that part. Now that's the part I missed.
I said, hold on, let me get myself together. Okay.
I think I know where you're going, but I'm gonna let you go there first.
He
10
went
years
there.
ago.
Trust me.
I was thinking the same damn thing. Go ahead.
Hey, look, 10 years ago when I was, 33 years old, you gonna add food to it, but this drive is gonna be a little bit different on the way home. I'm gonna push that seat back a little bit.
Hey, she look. Man, you know what? You see, the old me was.
Now, hey, listen, I'm telling you the truth, Armando.
Look, she should compensate that brother with something. I'm just saying.
I'm saying, you was gonna compensate something, okay? So together, real quick. I don't know if you saw the first part or heard the first part. I'm sorry. So the first part was what their name was, Chloe and Robert, and that's their name.
Chloe and Robert. Yep.
Chloe and Robert went on the date. I don't know how they met. I don't know how they what all went to it, but they said the woman Chloe called the radio station, and I guess it's a big name radio station, and was talking to the host on the radio, and he was like, "Yeah, I went on a date with this dude named Robert, and he was, everything was fine. We had a great time. We talked, and we just, connected." Robert got up and so he's like, Chloe said, then, he ghosted me the next day, hasn't returned my phone calls or nothing like that. So they's like, all right, we're going to call Robert. So they called Robert on the phone, asked permission, talked to him on the radio and everything. And he was like, yeah. So he was like, Robert was like, yeah, we had a great time. I went to the bathroom and I came back, and the waiter gave me the bill, and it was double than what I expected to pay. So he went to the waiter and said, "Hey, why is my bill double?" So Chloe decided to add 3 meals and 3 appetizers to the bill when he was in the bathroom. Chloe said, the dude was like, "Well, do you think that was okay?" And she was like, "Well, he asked me out on a date, so I thought, yes, to go for her kids that was at home waiting for her." Dude was like, "Man, you did that thing on the slick." So, of course, any dude would have ghosted her on that, because she was seriously thought it was okay for him for her to do it. She was really okay, and he said, "Look, I had no other choice but to pay for it, so I paid for it." But that was the last dinner she had with me. C Viper, everybody would, but again, C Viper.
There you go. Hey, C Viper.
If this was 10 years
Hello,
ago,
C Viper.
Hey,
can you get a little bit louder, Armando? I'm deaf.
You trying to be funny?
I am funny.
Oh, hey, y'all. I'm done with doggone. I'm done with it together on this one. I'm done. She would have got all the vitamins.
Oh no, she did not go there.
Hey, Armando, 10 years ago. I would. Hey, look. Hey, you know what I would have said? You knew? You know what I would have said?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boss, could put some extra napkins in there. She gonna need them.
Oh my Jesus, help me. I cannot with either one of y'all over here.
You don't, but hey, you knew. And I step out of the Mary Poppins role for a second and just be step out of the Mary Poppins and
hello, baby Viper. Go ahead.
What? So if you say you did this, okay? And I know what you're going to say. I would never do that. I ain't got pride and blah 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 blah. No, listen. Just say you did that.
Okay.
And y'all get in the car, and my man, he starts driving, and he has zipped that pants. What could you do?
Pull your ass over. I'm out. And take the food with you. Lord have mercy. I just answered you. What else you want from me?
Hey, Armando, can we say cat?
No cat. Pull over.
You know what? In a strange way,
what?
I believe she is serious.
I'm dead
See her
serious.
doing that for real. Getting out the car and saying the hell with the food. I can see you knew doing that for real.
Yes, sir.
Hey, C. Viper says, sucking every feeling out of her mouth.
I cannot. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, hey, put us on a commercial break.
Okay.
We'll be right back, y'all. I got to get myself together. This conversation took a left turn quickly. Sea Viper is a doggone fool. Sea Viper is a damn fool. Oh Lord. What else you got on
see,
your
you
mind?
knew I was the one that kept it PG. See,
I see. Once in our life, he did do
what
that.
you mean once? And I keep it PG a lot. I keep it PG a lot. Is when I get in my zone, then I get on that freaky stuff. But I can keep it PG.
Okay, I'll give you 50%.
She said 50%. 50%, y'all.
50% of the time. That's good. That's pretty good.
He kept it PG in this live earlier today.
Yeah, so that's why I said 50%. Yes.
Yeah, but the next one ain't gonna be PG. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh,
right
no,
now.
it isn't. Oh, no, it isn't.
I'm talking about simps. I'm going at simps.
Uh-oh.
That's what we doing?
No, no one in particular. I'm just talking about simps in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan to me. I can't wait to hear this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you knew you had a great show for the last 2 weeks.
Thank you.
You've been on it.
She's been killing it.
Thank you. And we're having a great one tomorrow too. We're doing the game Clue, and the ones from the UK are going to be there as well. They said they want to do Clue. What I'm going to be doing is it's going to be celebrities, singers, rappers. That's basically what it's going to be. So they have to. I'm going to give them clues, and they have to figure out who exactly I'm talking about, and they get tickets to win a cash prize.
What type of cash prizes are we talking about here?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that much. It's more than what they come in with.
They're gonna leave with more than what they're coming with, huh?
Right, exactly.
Mondo, you figured out what you're gonna eat?
When?
Don't ask him that after which conversation you just had right now.
When? Tonight? Man, it's too late to eat. I done already ate.
Well, we already know that somebody's not in the PG mind. We done set her off. But anyway, y'all.
I said nothing.
You said nothing. Your giggle gives it away.
Yep. That's a non-PG giggle.
Mm-hmm.
I said nothing.
No, of course. You always say nothing. So what time are you going on tomorrow?
11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, and that would be 9 o'clock Pacific.
Okay.
You'll be sleeping, so just stay
I
asleep.
probably will be.
Rest.
I'll be awake. I got to hit the gym up tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a plan.
I guess I was trying to see if D True coming up here, but I guess he really is eating.
Yeah, I think he done. I think he done probably went to sleep by now.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't came up here by now. He done went to sleep.
Together, what kind of question you got to ask us? Let's see what our question is.
Ain't no telling.
And here it comes. Why she's my cousin asked, let me put it up here. What does one do when your partner acknowledges other people's kids are rude, but they won't address their own kids? Isn't it?
Oh, hell no.
Go ahead and answer that, you knew.
Oh, hell no. If you can't control your own and you got nerve to call my kids rude, you need to go control your mess before you worry about somebody else's. Period.
Period.
I agree.
Period.
I agree. If you got some badass kids that you can't control, you ain't got no business talking about nobody else's kid.
Period.
Nope.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, kids can be
rude.
But I always believe it's not really bad kids.
Mm-mm.
It's bad parenting.
Yep, learned behavior. Agree.
Kids only do what they see in a household.
Absolutely. I agree.
She said I said the same thing and they got mad. Then they got issues.
She said, no, her kids are freaking bad. They bad for a reason. They got something to do with the parenting. Trust me on that. It got something to do with the parenting.
And it's so sad. Again, just like you see these moms out here. And for all you people who's ghost watching or y'all see this later, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So if I hurt your feelings, hey, I really don't care. You see these parents out here, these young ladies, you have these kids, you're wearing these halter top t-shirts, no undergarments on. You got your hair doggone in a bonnet. You have no class about yourself. And you out here just cussing up a storm, smoking on Black and Miles. And you expect your kids to behave. That was really gets me about some of these young parents out here. And that's the thing is that they're young. But the bad thing about it is that the funny part about it is that you now seeing a lot of older ladies that's closer to my age doing the same thing. Doing the exact same thing of being out here just looking a hot mess and not, you come out the house, look like you just got out of bed and you was like, you know what, I'm gonna put these little fuzzy little slides on and I'm gonna walk to the store. I'm gonna cuss out everybody that I see. These kids, the kids gonna follow the example that you put in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the crazy part. And people don't believe it. They just think that why have kids? These kids, the old saying, these kids wasn't asked to be in this world. But now that they're in this world, you got to set the example for them. And you putting the babysitters now is a phone or an iPad. That's the crazy part. You don't spend time with your kids. There's more kids out there that have a less than 8 reading level, but can recite every Cardi B song. That's a problem. A kid can't look in a book and know the word apple, but they can explain what WAP it means. That's a problem. And these young kids don't understand that. That's having babies don't understand that. So sad. So sad. What y'all got to say about that?
That's horrible, and that's true. Very true.
Yep, I agree.
Like, how do you have kids out here who can't recite their ABCs, but can tell you every young, what's the new name? What's the rap song? Lil Durk can recite Lil Durk songs. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
And the only thing I can say is, when kids are raising kids and they're like, I'm not going to discipline my child. I ain't going to be like my parents did. You just let your kids run the streets. Just like we were talking about it earlier. I see what you said there. We were talking about this a couple days ago. Downtown Midtown, a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, and 15-year-old shot and killed. Spring break. Last year, 2023. 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I get that, and it's just so sad.
It's horrible.
And so-called gangbangers did a drive-by on these kids. And see, Viper, I'm going to change your wording. And I'm going to add a word. I'm not going to change your word. Love and need discipline. You can say all day long, kids love discipline, and it's a proven fact. Because no kid, at a younger age, hates being wrong, or didn't know they did something wrong. Knowing that they did something wrong, kids hate that. They don't want to disappoint their parents. But as an older generation, we have failed the kids of this day. We have failed them. We have failed this generation. We gave up too much. We gave up too much identity, or believing that they have too many rights, or they have a say so in adult situations. I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't able to sit at the adults table until I was 43.
What?
Little bit of exaggeration.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Right. But wasn't able to sit at the adults table and be a part of adults conversation until I became an adult. And it wasn't, oh, you're 18, you're an adult. No. It's when you start doing adult things. I didn't have my first beer with my father until I was 23. But he made it clear. Yet you're a man now, you're an adult now, I'm still not your friend. You got your friends, I got my friends, but we can't be friends. Because as soon as you start, when the adults start being friends with adolescents and being with teenagers and stuff, you lose that respect as an adult. And that's another reason why kids don't respect adults. They've been put in adult situations at a young age. They think that they run stuff. And it's so sad, because as Armando said before, this world, it's going to treat you the way you act. This world's going to treat, if you're going to come up and you want to act like an adult and be responsible, it's going to treat you responsible treat you with respect. But if you come up here disrespecting, telling folks what you ain't gonna do, have no discipline about yourself, and the main thing they don't have, these kids don't have love for themselves. These kids out these days, and I'm gonna say from 25 and below, do not have no love for themselves, because nobody taught them how to love themselves. Nobody taught them how to love themselves. Nobody taught them how to respect themselves. And it goes to show, because just like Together said, yep, I remember someone released a video of all the little girls dancing and shaking their butts to Hands on Your Knees. My grandmother would have dropped, snapped, heel, kicked me in the side of the head. Or her granddaughters on the side of the head, if she knew at a young age she was putting her hands on the knees. These kids don't respect themselves because everything has to be validated for people they don't know. And that's crazy. These kids, oh, that's my friend. Where do they live? California. You ever met them? No. So how they your friend? Oh, because we talk online all the time. How do you know that's really them? Oh, I got 100 views on Instagram for this picture. Yep, that could be a grown man looking at you on that picture.
Yep.
And we wonder why this world is crazy. We wonder why human trafficking is at its highest. We wonder why sex trafficking is at its highest. We wonder why abduction of little kids is at its highest, because we allow our kids to use social media as their true life.
I agree.
The one thing I hate the most about social media is when these people start showing their lives on or you know their kids' lives on YouTube for clicks and views.
Yeah. Especially the ones that are disrespecting their kids in front of everybody.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always said this when TV started messing up was when they put 16 and pregnant on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I was so disgusted by it. Because now people think that that's the new thing. Back then, it was a new thing. Get 16, you become 16, become pregnant, and now you have a TV show because we want to show your life.
Right.
And then they turn around and put Honey Boo Boo on TV.
Oh, that's something right there. That poor baby.
So now we have a 16 and pregnant. Then you have, so now kids are thinking, back, whenever that show came out, I think it was the early 2000s. When that show comes out, then everybody thinks it's okay to have sex and become pregnant. And then you come out and then have the Honey Boo Boo come out when, an overweight little kid with a drug. Was her parents, wasn't her mother a drug addict or something like that?
I believe so. She ended up having issues too. Honey Boo Boo?
Yeah.
Yeah, she ended up having some issues herself because of everything that they were putting her through with the overweight thing and all that. They thought it was the cutest thing for her to be so big girl, and now it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, why would you do that?
Then now it's everything's on YouTube when you're portraying to have a life that you really don't have, and then these kids are like, oh, I wish I could have that life.
Yes. Yeah. It's something.
It's just crazy.
It's getting out of control.
But then we wonder why these folks are, they don't want to work, but they can be on Instagram trying to get $5-10 on Instagram.
I agree. That's crazy.
We put everything on social media and there's nothing to live for. There's nothing to live for once it's on because it's on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my spiel about that. What you got on it?
I'm trying to see what they have, what's new about her right now. Update.
New about who?
That girl's, she's 18 years old now, Honey Boo Boo.
I thought she was older than that.
Hold on, wait, no. 18 years old in August 28, 2005. So that's what? Almost
August
28 years
28,
old.
2000.
Yeah, she's
What?
almost 28 years old.
So yeah, Honey Boo Boo should be damn near 30.
No, she's almost 28. Almost 28. She hasn't turned 28. She won't be 28 until 2025. Right? Hold on. I'm
So
tripping.
she's about
Never
to be
mind.
27 this year.
Never mind. She's actually over 30. Hold on. 2005, 15. Yeah, 2025, she'll be 38 years old. Yep, she'll be 38 years old.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So let's do this. Next time I go live, I want to see those women or girls that are women now that it was on that 16 and pregnant show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how old they are now. Because they got to be at least
Wait,
30.
no. I was right the first time. She is 18 years old. She was born in 2005. I was right the first time. She's 18 years old.
And the last time I remember, her sister had to take care of her.
I'm trying to find an update on what's going on with her. Other than that, they show she's 18. Update. She's still a big girl, too.
But she's more healthy looking.
Right. Hold on. Oh, my God. No, she don't. No, she don't. You wrong for that. Oh, that girl's huge. That is not healthy.
Oh. I
Did you
saw the
look
show
at-
like 2 times.
Did you see 2024? Oh,
Did I
this
see
girl's, she's a big girl. She ain't healthy. How's she healthy?
Listen. I can't tell you if she's healthy or not.
Oh my God.
I was just throwing it out there and was like, she's healthy looking. I was just trying to be nice.
Now she a big, that's not healthy. That looks unhealthy to me. But I know what you're trying to say. Is that show over now?
Yeah, I think they try to do a reunion show about her mother after she got out of jail.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was as successful as it was.
Look, go ahead.
Together said to show her.
Yeah, I am going to show you. Hold on one second.
Hey, when are y'all going to do the Angels? When are the Angels coming back?
Hold on. Oh, I want to mute it because I don't want you to get a copyright. All right. So this is her on Tickety Talk. We were supposed to have did it the other day, but it didn't work out. Everybody's busy. Ready?
Oh gosh.
That's not healthy. That's a big girl for her age at 18. That's very sad.
Very.
That's definitely not small or healthy. I mean, that poor baby. I mean, they did the show off of her being a big girl, so they never addressed it, if you know what I mean. So that's not good. Wow. She's bigger than me when I was pregnant.
Wait a minute. That's wow.
She's bigger than me when I was pregnant. Like when I was like about 8 months pregnant. That girl is, ooh, Lord have mercy. God be with her.
Only thing we can do is pray for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think when they put these people on shows and wanted to tell their life, I think it damaged a lot of kids. You know, like Amanda was talking about earlier. A lot of these people crashed out.
Yeah. Definitely.
You don't know what to do with these people. Think they making money and got nothing to show for it.
Agree. Lord.
All right, y'all. This has been fun. I'm back. I hope y'all had a good night. Y'all please hit that like button for me.
He's back, y'all. He's back, y'all. I say he's back, y'all.
Y'all know I'm gonna bring it hard. So, hey, y'all be prepared for it.
That was a good one.
My manager.
That was a good one today. For real, for real.
Oh, I got another one.
Okay.
I was gonna talk about it tonight. We got too deep into the
that situation and
that
other
situation,
stuff.
But I got another one.
Okay.
I got another one. So, but hey, y'all stay. Y'all remember, don't only pray for yourself, pray for others.
Amen.
I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a great week. Y'all be waiting for Mr. Rimrock in the morning with his inspiration. Be waiting for Miss Unu with her around the world topics. She international, y'all. She international now, y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, you guys, please keep your children safe and keep them always your priority. For those that are watching and for those who are going to be watching, keep your kids your priority and keep them safe. 100%. You too.
Y'all remember, hey, let's take this back. Let's take back let's take back these kids and put them in position so they can have a purpose on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Teach your kids how to love themselves before they start loving others.
Yep.
Because that is so dangerous. When a kid loves himself and he grows up in this world, he's going to be a great member to society.
Yes.
Or she.
Yes.
All right, y'all. This is the end of what's really going on. I'll see y'all in a few days. Talk to you later.
Bye. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Or nope, it's 12 o'clock here. So good morning.